How's it, dudes? We are playing Mars Horizon. Like a new game that came out about last week, came out on the 17th of November. Sort of like about you setting up your own space agency and launching missions into space, and you gotta go against or cooperate with other agencies around the world. I think to start with, I just want to sort of go for like the basic start. I, I want to confirm because I didn't really want to change anything there. I'm happy with your spaceport, our appearance. I don't know, let's change our flag at least. I don't know, I sort of like that one. And we'll go for like, not just keep it ESA. Let's keep it simple. Actually, no, we'll call it the CBSA, the Curly Boys Space Agency. And for diplomacy, that's like what it starts off as. Seems pretty good to me. Our traits are basically all around. Our traits are all around, like working together with people and generating more science, as far as I could see. And I'm gonna enable tutorial because I haven't played any of this game at all yet. This is like me just jumping straight into it, fresh eyes. Welcome, Director. You are entrusted with guiding our agency through this dawning space age and far beyond. Make use of diplomatic expertise to promote international cooperation and scientific innovation, and place our agency at the forefront of humanity's voyage into space. Only by working together can we realize feats long thought impossible. With your leadership, we will uncover the mysteries of the solar system and perhaps one day make humans a multi-planetary species. Bon chance, Director. Just check my microphone is actually working. But yeah, no, dude, this seems fun. I mean, okay, I have no idea what's going on here already. Okay, so no research set I see. Solar system screen. The solar system screen is a gateway to the various aspects involved in running your agency, such as accessing the research and base screens, selecting planets to discover available missions, and viewing recent upcoming events. Continue. Tutorial objectives. Your current tutorial objectives are tracked here. Completing these tasks is a great way to get your agency up and running. Okay, cool. First objective is a crucial first step for any new space agency: constructing and launching an experimental sounding rocket to test and improve your booster technology, sorry. Selecting planets. Selecting a planetary body in the solar system screen will display a list of missions associated with the planet. Highlight Earth. Is it highlight? I think it's already highlighted. Highlight Earth and press X. Actually, now I'm thinking it's not highlighted. Oh no, it wouldn't let me highlight. Okay, now we're highlighted. The mission select screen displays all missions belonging to the selected planetary body. Okay, so there's test launch, artificial satellite, animal in space. I'm assuming sending an animal in space, then satellite imaging, and then human in space finally. Okay, there's different eras and stuff. Okay, cool. Details of the currently selected mission can be seen here, such as the length of the mission and the rewards on offer. Okay, cool. There are two types of mission: milestones and requests. Milestone missions are important for advancing your space program and will be contested by other agencies. They will often require additional research. Request missions will become available as your agency completes milestone missions and can be a valuable way of boosting your support and science. Request missions don't require additional research, but each is only available for a limited time. Okay, cool. Research required to unlock the currently selected mission will be listed here. Note that all required research has already been completed for test launch. Okay, cool. Space races. All of the space agencies will be racing to complete milestone missions first. Doing so will result in increased support for your agency. Okay, here you can track the progress of the 5 agencies in regard to the currently selected mission. Planning the mission. Okay, so they all seem to be in like, everyone seems to be in research stage from what I can gather. We're battling against the US, the communists, and the Chinese, and the Japanese. Once you're ready, so I mean not the communists, the USSR, you know. Select plan mission to start planning the test launch mission. Plan mission. The mission plan includes each stage necessary to take a mission from the drawing board and up into space. Note that each mission plan takes up 1 mission slot. You can unlock additional slots by constructing mission control buildings. Okay, cool. A test launch has no payload, so you can get straight to designing the launch vehicle. Okay. Build sounding rocket. On this screen, you'll be able to select previous vehicle designs or choose to start a new design. For the test launch, only sounding rockets can be selected. I don't really know what this means. But yeah, nah, dude, it's cool. This is the vehicle designer. We'll be able to design the vehicle for mission. Dude, this seems very in-depth already. I know they worked in collaboration with like the ESA or with like engineers at the ESA and at the UK Space Agency to like make this game a reality. So like, it's definitely very in-depth. This is a vehicle designer. We will be able to design the vehicle for your mission. A vehicle is made up of a booster and an upper stage. The booster must be able to carry the upper stage, while the upper stage must be able to carry the payload. Okay, cool. Note that for a test launch, only the sounding rocket may be selected and there is no payload. Cool. Displayed here are the vehicle stats, where you can check the booster has enough capacity to carry the upper stage and the vehicle can reach the minimum distance required by the mission. Okay. So we can see there the upper stage, 0 kilogram payload, 0 kilogram minimal. It's gonna be reach suborbital height, and the booster apparently 0 kilogram. When we need apparently we need a small launch pad, and that's gonna take 2 months of build time. Note that the launch pad requirement is not currently met. The sounding rocket requires a small launch pad. You can still design and build a vehicle without the required launch pad, but will need to build the launch pad in order to launch the vehicle. That makes perfect sense. Launch reliability is a key stat that determines the chance of the vehicle launching without an error. As an experimental vehicle, the sounding rocket has very low launch reliability. However, it will gain a large amount of launch reliability per launch even if it blows up. That's okay, cool. So you can get lucky and like have it launch like first try, or you're gonna have to have like a couple of goes for it to actually work. The sounding rocket is a valid design for this mission, so it can now be confirmed. Confirm! Once the vehicle has been constructed, you'll receive a construction report from your engineers. This will often include traits that may affect how you approach the next stage of the mission plan. Okay, if you have the necessary funds, you can start constructing the vehicle. This can take several months. Once the vehicle is completed, you'll be able to move on to the final stage of the mission plan and set a launch date. Okay, so we have 80k and we need to use 80. We have 100k and we need to use 80k to build it. Vehicle has been approved. Your engineers will begin construction immediately. Sturgeon will be completed on March 1957. Did I have a chance to name it? I don't think I got a chance to name it. That's a little bit disappointing. Now that the sounding rocket is constructing, it's time to build a launch pad capable of launching it. The first step is to complete the appropriate small launch pad research. Accessing research. Various screens crucial to running your agency can be accessed here. When you're ready, you select the research icon to access the research screen. Research. The research screen is where you can research new technology vital to progressing your space program. The screen is split into 3 research trees: missions, buildings, and vehicles. This is the mission tree, which contains the research necessary to unlock new missions and their respective payloads. Each tree is made up of nodes that represent certain technologies or areas of research. These nodes will often require the completion of other nodes before they can be researched. Okay, so it's sort of like a sub-style research tree, or just like any sort of research tree, really. For example, the mission research artificial satellite must be completed before the payload research beneath can be completed. Okay, cool. Each research node requires a certain amount of science to complete. Science can be earned via buildings or missions. I know I said it backwards. Note that you can select the node to view more details on that research. Each research tree is split into eras, which represent the technological age. Reaching a new era on any tree will unlock new planetary bodies in the solar system screen. Oh, that's cool. Completing all the available research in a single era on a tree will grant a powerful reward. Select buildings tree. When ready, select the buildings tree, and then we're gonna select the small launch pad. I'm starting to get this. I do appreciate tutorial that's very in-depth, but like I'm trying to record a video here. Don't think this is the most entertaining part of the video just yet. To be able to launch your first mission, you'll need to research the small launch pad. Select the small launch pad, and yep, we're researching now. Can we only research one thing at a time? The vehicle tree contains the technologies required to unlock bigger and better launch vehicles. As your agency develops increasingly advanced payloads, so too must your booster technology improve. For each mission, you'll need a vehicle capable of carrying the payload to its destination. Vehicle parts. Vehicle research nodes are divided by their type. Most vehicles used in missions will require a booster and upper stage researched here. Okay, so on the left seems like the boosters, on the right seems like the upper stage. Cool. Later on, you'll be able to research supplementary boosters and make your launch vehicles even more powerful. That's pretty sick. How long is this going to take to research? It takes 100. Seems like it'll take like 1 month. Here you can keep track of the resources vital to your agency. Yep, I've noticed that. Support is primarily earned from completing missions. Earning support is key to reaching higher funding tiers, which will increase your monthly funds income. Aha, so support is very important for increasing our economy, essentially. Money is required for constructing vehicles, buildings, and other key aspects of your science program. Science is earned from missions and increases conducting research. Who knew that, dude? The more science you collect, the faster you'll be able to unlock new technology. Upcoming events related to your agency will be shown here. So we've got a funding review in 12 months, and the Sturgeon will be complete in 2 months. Past events will appear here, including notable news related to other space agencies too. Keep an eye on these events to see what the other agencies are up to. Okay, cool. Passing next month will advance time by 1 month. Next event will advance time until the next important event. Press either of these when you're ready to continue. Just want to see. Okay, that's just the Spacepedia. We don't have to really take note of that. Yeah, so we're just gonna press next month for now. Just for now. Small launchpad research complete. Launchpads are an essential service structure for launch vehicles, allowing maintenance work and providing. Yep, cool. Once a new building has been locked via a research screen, it can be constructed in your base. Accessing the base screen, so we're gonna go to the base. Ooh, it's pretty. Expanding your base is vital to increasing your agency's launch capabilities. On the screen, you'll be able to construct new buildings that you've researched, move or demolish existing buildings, and clear obstructions. You can use L1 and R1 to rotate the screen and right stick to zoom in and out. As you've now researched a small launchpad, you'll be able to construct in your base as long as you have the funds. Okay, so you press square to build. Dude, I really like the UI on the PlayStation right now. Most games don't do a good job of translating a UI over to PlayStation, but this seems to be doing a pretty good job right now. You'll be able to see all the buildings you've unlocked so far. Yep. Building will also have a build cost and upkeep. You'll need to be able to afford both in order to construct the building. You'll only be able to construct one of most buildings, but some can have their building limit increased via further research. Building a small launchpad. To construct the small launchpad, select it from the list here, then select build. If you can't afford it, wait a month or 2 until you can. We can afford it. So we're gonna build it. Won't let me, okay. Building on top of removable obstructions is possible as long as you can afford the additional cost. Okay, so if you need to remove obstructions, you gotta actually pay to remove the obstructions too. Each building has potential positive and negative adjacency effects determined by the building's place next. Try placing it alongside different buildings to compare effects. Plan your base layout carefully to get the most out of positive effect, but remember you can always move your buildings later. Okay, so if we put it here, we get minus 1% payload liability. So it has a negative effect with this building that I'm not sure what it is right now. So I think we just want to place it here. Or possibly like there if we can fit another building in there. But I think here is going to be a good place for now, just so we get the minus 2% vehicle build time. Your small launch pad is now constructing. Once it's completed, you'll be able to launch your first rocket. Cool, dude. I go back. And now I need to set new research. Good early choice is the artificial satellite. I need to select the a satellite mission which will allow your agency to start working towards putting its first payload into orbit. That is actually a really good point. So we'll start that, and that'll take about 3 months to get to. And I think we just go forward to the next event now. Launch pads are an essential service structure for launch vehicles. Yep, cool. Launch pad construction complete, basically. And here's our test launch. Our vehicle is complete, the Sturgeon. Plus 5% launch reliability. Next, launch preparations. The final stage in the mission plan involves assigning crew, deciding on a training program, and selecting the launch date. As it's an uncrewed mission, no crew needs to be assigned. Training is also locked for now until the appropriate buildings are constructed in your base. All that remains is to set the all-important launch date for mission. Select the launch date button to get started. On the calendar screen, you'll be able to set a launch date for your mission. Each month represents a launch window. There are 3 subtypes of launch window: optimal, suboptimal, and invalid. Okay. Optimal windows are ideal launch dates. Suboptimal windows carry a launch reliability penalty but can be worth risking in order to launch your mission earlier. You cannot launch on an invalid window. Other agencies. For milestone missions, you can view the progress of other agencies for the current mission here. You'll also be able to see their scheduled launches in the calendar. Be sure to schedule your launch before those of other agencies if you want to beat them to the milestone. Okay, cool. So, I mean, I feel like, can we just select April? If the launch date set, this final step is confirm its stage. Could I even change it if I wanted to? Yeah, it doesn't even let me change it at the moment. Oh, okay, so you press X to select it. X to select it and then square to confirm it. Okay, cool. Let's go. Go to solar system. Tutorials popping up. The launch date set for your test launch. Now all that remains is to advance time until the launch month. Okay, so next month. Here's our test launch. I don't want to skip anything because I want to see the stuff still, you know? This will probably be a little bit of a longer first episode just because we have to do the tutorial as well to like see what's going on, but I think future episodes will probably be like a little bit shorter. Who knows? I'm only at about like 17 minutes into recording this one. It's heavy rainfall though. Launch day, Sturgeon, April 1957. Frame rate looking a little choppy, not gonna lie. But bad conditions minus 10%. 20% launch reliability. Let's do it, dude. I know it's pretty low percent anyway. 1 in 5 chance for success. Let's go. Let's go. Let's roll that 5 on the D5. Don't even know if the D5's a real thing. It's going, dude. It's going. It's going. It's going. Dude, it's not gonna stop. That is an unstoppable rocket right there. Look at it go. It just doesn't stop. Dude, 20%. Systems damage, minus 25%. Oh, okay, so it did have some failure. Oh, okay, so there's like critical failure and there's negative events. Oh. Launch success. Okay, I understand it a little bit better now. Okay, the following vehicle parts have gained levels. The rocket has gained level. Test launch, we were first, we gained some support. And we gain 187 science for 1 month, which is really good. That'll actually help us get some research done a little bit quicker. We completed the test launch first, so we are killing it. Test launch was a resounding success, granting your agency valuable support and science. Your next tutorial objective involves achieving a crucial milestone for your space agency, placing your first artificial satellite into orbit. Such a noteworthy mission is bound to grant valuable science as well as support. The first step in this endeavor is to complete the required research, the artificial satellite mission and its mission payload. There's a research screen to start the necessary research. Okay, nope. There we go. Okay, so we've got the artificial thing already and we gotta get the payload. Oh, we still need to... Oh, we don't have the mission selected yet, so I think honestly just take me... Where do we research the mission payload? Is it still under mission? Oh yeah, it's still under mission there. That's the one we gotta research. So we just go to the next month. We got that completed. We unlocked the moon, dude. Dude, other people are only launching their test launch in like a couple of months. So we've like definitely got a little bit of a head start. Moon can now be selected in the solar system screen, where a list of missions to the moon will be shown. You can navigate quickly between planetary bodies using L1 and R1. They're not wrong. I can definitely do it. We gotta research the mission payload. Is that the one they're talking about? How do we select a mission? I want to select a mission first. I don't remember how to select a mission. Earth? Artificial satellite? We need to... Oh, there we go. We need to get the Estro 2B. Okay. I just wanted to be 100% sure. I was like pretty confident that's what we had to do, but I just wanted to be sure, eh? Also, just want to check quickly if we got artificial satellite. We got it. They also recommend... They recommend we get both of these boosters as well. Sure you want to change your research? Okay, so we're going to research one thing at a time. Milestone missions have two research requirements, the mission profile and mission payload. Once these have been completed, you can begin planning the mission. Recommended research may also be listed here. These are vehicle parts that may prove useful when designing the launch vehicle for the mission. Note that this research is not required to start the mission plan. I think we're probably gonna do it though. And I guess we're just gonna... We are researching, right? Just want to make sure. Yep, we are researching, so we can just advance. We've completed the research. Now the artificial satellite mission and payload are research. You can start the mission plan. Select Earth and find, but note that you'll need a free mission slot in order to select a new mission plan. Okay, so we've got that. Artificial satellite, rewards, support, science, and milestone rank. Plan the mission. Most missions will include a payload, the satellite or spacecraft you're sending into space. The first stage of the mission plan will be to design and construct the payload. So select a payload. The mission payload will be carried in... Yeah. Payload rating is an overall rating based on the payload's module. More details on payload's modules and on the mission's task can be found by clicking the More Info button below. Payload reliability is a key payload stat. Okay, so it's got a relatively high payload reliability. It determines the chance that payload modules will operate without errors during mission tasks. A higher payload reliability will generally make mission tasks easier to complete, but is sometimes worth sacrificing for better modules or a cheaper build cost. Note that the payload's mass determines the launch vehicle required for the mission. The capacity of the vehicle's upper stage must be large enough to carry the payload's mass. Each mission payload has available variants which can be used to further customize the payload for your current mission. Each variant has strengths and weaknesses compared to the standard version of the payload. Okay, so we have comms, prototype or power, increased power, increased build cost. We have about 200k at the moment. The let's go for the comms. Let's go for comms. Like they do with vehicles, the engineers will deliver a construction report on the payload once it's completed. This can include traits that may affect your choice of vehicle design. Okay, so okay, sure. Once you have necessary funds, you can start the construction of the payload. Construction can take several months. Build the payload. Go to mission screen, and we need to go and... how do I see? Okay, so build mission payload, build mission vehicle. I wanna... Can I check the stats on the payload again? Just... Is there a way for me to do this? Okay, so... For you, your mass is 40 kilograms. So you need a upper stage that's able to actually take 40 kilograms. Is this able to take 40 kilograms? It's not. Are you? You are able to take 400 kilograms. You are able... So we definitely need the upper stage. I'm not sure about the lower stage just yet, so I think we're just gonna set the research. We got the research complete. And we're gonna get the booster researched as well. So we've got the payload complete. Thank you. Do I need to see this? Our engineers have reported that payload assembly completed without any notable issues. Great stuff. 55% payload reliability. Next, we're gonna design the vehicle. Suggested mission parts. Yeah, we got that and that. Select vehicle. Okay, so we got the mission payload. Is the comms. Launch vehicle. To launch this mission, you'll need a vehicle capable of carrying the payload to its destination. A vehicle is made up of a booster and an upper stage. Select upper stage to get started. Our upper stage. Here you'll find all the upper stages presently available for your agency. Select one of them to view their stats. So I'll select you, the Topaz. An upper stage must be able to carry the payload, which means its payload capacity must be at least equal to the payload's mass. Also, its max destination must at least equal to the mission's destination. The mission's destination is Earth's orbit. Another vital stat is the upper stage's mass. This will determine the size of the booster required to carry it. Its mass is 400 kilograms. Okay, cool. When designing vehicles, you'll commonly use parts you haven't researched yet. This can be the best way to design the perfect vehicle for mission and won't prevent you selecting the vehicle. However, you'll need to research the required parts before. Okay, I really appreciate that. That's something that's such a nice quality of life, like inclusion into the game. For most missions, a good rule is to select an upper stage of payload capacity close to the payload's mass in order to save on build costs and build time. However, there will be some circumstances where a lot of parts are required. When you're happy with the choices, I'm happy with that choice. Now we gotta choose the booster. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna go for the Emerald. The main requirement of the booster is that it's able to carry the upper stage. This means its lift capacity must be at least equal to the mass of the upper stage. Another important booster stat is the required launch pad. This will determine the size of the launch pad required. We can do it from a small launch pad. We already have a small launch pad. Excellent stuff. Each level gained provides an increase to launch reliability for that part. Cool stuff. Different parts gain different amounts of launch reliability per level. Yeah. Parts that start low gain a lot per level, but maybe a good investment if you're willing to take a few risks. Yep. If we hover over there, we can see, okay, so every time we launch it, it's going to go up by 2%, or every time it levels up, it's going to go up by 2%. Oh, that one can have a supplementary booster, but we don't really need that. We just need to get to 400 kilograms. All of these are way more than we need, so we're just going to select that part, and this is going to be named the Emperor, apparently. I don't want to change the name. I sort of like the random names, honestly. You can check whether your selected upper stage and booster combination valid for the mission here. Okay, and we can confirm that. We just gotta research the parts. The research will be completed relatively soon, in probably just 1 month. No, I don't want to disable tutorial. Research required. Yep, we are researching it. Oh, dude, Japan failed. Japan failed their launch. Okay, we can just go to the next month to complete our research, and now we should be... All of the required research for your vehicle design for the artificial satellite mission has now been completed. This means that construction vehicle can now begin. Okay, active missions, we can now build the vehicle. And what are we gonna start researching? Like, the suggested vehicle parts filter can be used to view recommended parts for currently active missions. You'll only need to unlock one compatible booster and one upper stage combination to create a valid vehicle for the mission. Yet having access to multiple parts when designing vehicles will be beneficial in the long term. So the thing is, this thing can only take a capacity of 400 kilograms. So I mean, we can take the Able, we can not take the Jupiter. I think we started research on the Able just to get like a secondary upper stage that we're able to use. Ha ha ha. And then from there we'll get the Algol or the Jupiter going. Maybe we should have like looked at. Maybe we should have looked at getting a. Oh, we have a request as well. High altitude photography. Request mission is a great way to supplement your agency's resources, especially as they don't require any further research, just a free mission slot. Each request mission is only available for a set amount of time, and unlike milestone missions, can only be attempted once. The more milestones you complete, the more request missions will be available. So launch a sounding rocket equipped with a free 35mm camera to capture images of the curvature of the Earth from high altitude. Okay, cool, but we can't do that yet because we don't have a mission slot available. Soviet Union completed their test launch. We are building the vehicle right now. Yeah, we are. So we can just forward to the next event. They're all launching their satellites in 8 months, apparently, which is sort of fast, if you ask me. I want to get... What is this? Okay, a rocket test bed will allow further and more rigorous vehicle engine tests, resulting in more reliable launches. Cool. Research lab can greatly improve scientific yields from mission. I sort of like that a lot. Or the spacecraft assembly facility provides a clean room environment to aid the development of complex mission payloads. I want to get the research lab going because we are sort of supposed to be more research focused, if I understand correctly. Is there a way for me to like check our traits as an agency again? I don't see it. Anyway, next event. Next event should be our rocket being complete. There you go. The artificial satellite vehicle has been completed. Plus 5% payload reliability. Next, we can do the launch preparations. We don't need training. It's uncrewed mission. We can set our launch date. So I just want to check. Okay, so that's going to do minus 20%. That's no launch reliability penalty. I think we set it for January. And then if we need to like change for bad weather conditions or something, we can just change it to the next day at least. And we can confirm mission setup. Go to solar system. Go to the next month. We got our research lab complete as well. Our budget has been increased to 75k a month. Oh, we should have actually... I don't know, let's see if we can delay the launch by 1 month just so we can get the research lab built before we launch this mission and gain some more research out of it. But if it's like really good weather, I might just want to launch it, honestly. Yeah, it's really good weather, but we've still got a lot of time before anybody else is gonna launch. I think we just... I don't want to risk... We've got a 46... We've got... Okay, so we've got like such a good chance that I don't really want to reschedule it right now. I think we just continue. 4, 3, 2, 1. Dude, the freaking anticipation from this sort of setup, from like a rocket launching out into space, is pretty crazy. Hopefully we don't get a bad roll. Please, baby, you can do this. You can do this. Get that satellite into orbit. I believe in you. Oh my, dude, I feel like a little kid right now. Anything? Oh, almost a great success. But we got a success. Our booster has leveled up. Our upper level has leveled up as well. They're gonna be a little bit more successful in the future. And we have got an artificial satellite in space. And we've got comms set up as well. We collect comms, missions research. Comms is integral to maintaining communication, mission control, and to transmitting data obtained by payloads. Okay, cool. So we collect comms and data. Okay, I don't understand what's going up here. During mission tasks, you'll need to issue commands to the payload in order to achieve the task objective. The current task objective is shown here. To successfully complete the task, you need to generate the required resources. Okay, so resources generated via payload commands. Each command requires a specific input in order to generate the output resources. Commands limit. You only have a limited amount of commands per turn, so use each wisely. So you only have 2 commands per turn. There's a planning phase of the turn, so you can freely undo. Try a different combination, generate the resources you require. When you're happy with your selected command, select confirm commands to continue. Each command will be attempted by the payload in the order they were selected, with a chance of error based on the payload reliability. So that's 60%, 60%. So we need to get to 2 comms and 2 data. So we're gonna do this. Then we can do this. And we'll actually get to the 3 data required, and then on the next turn we can do a signal return test. I think this is what we want to do. Please don't fail. Seems like this is gonna be a failure. Yep, that's a failure. That's definitely a failure right there. Terrestrial weather patterns have caused degradation in this command output will be reduced by 1 unless you spend 1 to resist the event. I think we resist it because we can always recharge power on the next turn. Atmospheric sampling has been a success. And now we will get to 3 comms. And then on this turn, turns completed each time all your previously selected commands have been attempted. Make sure you complete the task before the turns run out. Recharge power can be selected instead of a normal command to generate power. Power is used as an input. Yep. Keeping some spare power is good precaution against unexpected issues. Yep, I do want to get some recharging of the power going. Why does that go into the second slot automatically? I'm not a fan of that. Like I would have preferred to do it in the other direction, but it's not letting me. I mean, in which case I might just want to recharge power for both turns. Yeah, I'm just gonna recharge power for both turns, and then on this turn we'll get the signal return test, and just that should be enough to get it done. What is navigation? Is used to place payloads in the required orbital trajectories as well as conducting course corrections. We don't need that, so I think we just recharge power again in case things go horribly wrong. Didn't go horribly wrong, but kind of went wrong, but we can at least resist because we do have spare power. We're getting a little bit unlucky in these tasks, but you know, we made it work using a little bit of extra power. We got to 3 and 3, and that is a successful satellite put into orbit. Oh, great. And we were first. We gained a bunch of support, gained a bunch of extra science for the next 2 months. Gonna help boost our research, but a little bit sad we didn't get our research lab built before. And with our artificial satellite safely in orbit, we've achieved a major milestone for our agency and opened the door to launching more complex payloads, perhaps even those that could carry humans into space. Wow. For such formidable challenges, it's crucial your mission staff receive the right training. This can be of great benefit to a mission, increasing key stats such as that thing, payload reliability, or mission science reward. Constructing the appropriate buildings in your base unlock new avenues of training. Research lab, rocket test pad, and the spacecraft assembly facility each unlock a certain type of training. Choose one of these to research and build. We've already researched the research lab, and we do have the money to build it. It has a negative effect with that one. It has a positive effect here. So we get minus 2% vehicle build cost and minus 3% payload build cost. So that seems like a really nice benefit. But I think we want to put it this way just for... maybe this way? No, I think I want to put it this way just for like better... just for like better symmetry. It just looks better to my eye. Don't know if that's like the ideal build at all, but like it just looks a lot better in my opinion. Our first milestone challenge is now available. These are optional goals for your agency that involve completing certain milestones in return for a substantial reward. To be the current milestone challenge, select Earth to access the mission select screen. The current milestone challenge can be found here along with the required objective and the reward on offer. The time remaining for the current challenge can be seen on this tooltip, activated by moving your cursor over the challenge. New challenges complete 3 milestone missions, and it makes our vehicle research costs much cheaper for 6 months. So we do want to do that ideally, and we need to expire, and it will expire in 180 months. So we do need. So I think we should start getting the research done for this animal in space mission. And in the meantime, we can try one of these missions, I suppose. We should be able to just do a sound and rocket. Yeah, this should be fine. This should be absolutely fine. We can just build it. It'll be done in 2 months. Our research lab will complete in 3 months. I don't know when our research for Animal in Space will be complete. It should be done in two months if I understand correctly, but I think that's gonna do it for the first episode, guys. If you enjoyed, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe if you want to see more in the future. This is gonna be a new series. I'll probably upload like a video every second day of this. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.